Family, hi, welcome to yet another one here on Truth and Love the Church with your brother Joseph. I remember sharing a video with you of Prophet Angel's prophecy and also prophetic instructions to the people of Uganda.
The prophecies I gave 2026 and beyond, not just 2026. One bishop called me, Prophet, I know you know, I love you, but our country, Uganda, we are suffering under the president who is there. I said, Bishop, you don't need to call me. The prophecies I gave, I literally said, you can't change Museveni by votes. You will change him by prayer.
So get back to everything else that he actually said. Let's just share with you some news, some developing stories of what is currently happening over there.
A military helicopter hovers over a capital city that now feels like a war zone, plunged into an internet blackout. The Ugandan army are fully deployed in Kampala to silence any dissent on the ground.
A people power!
All this as election votes are tallied and disputed, with President Museveni's gains protected by force through the military led by his own son.
People keep getting picked up by the military and the police as they move out and riot against what they're saying is already a stolen election. We've had tear gas, we've heard live rounds, stun grenades. It's all happening in the heart of the capital city.
The yells of defiance come with a quick clear out. Their message is simple.
Right now, people have voted Bobi Wine. He has been cheated of his vote.
How do you know that?
I'm a Ugandan. We went to the polling stations. The materials arrived late.
In the run-up to these polls, the government imposed an internet blackout after repeatedly promising that it wouldn't do so. At many places, voting began after hours of delay. Some blamed it on the internet shutdown. Others said that the biometric machines were not delivered on time.
Yeah, actually, I came here around 7:30 a.m. because they told us by 7 the election will be starting. But we are here still standing, waiting for the machines. They're telling us machines are not yet here. So we are just waiting, and we are hoping we vote in time.
But President Yoweri Museveni downplayed the opposition's claims, saying that apart from some technical glitches, the machines were working fine. He even accused the opposition of cheating.
I know people who cheat, the opposition. Last time they got 2.7 million votes by cheating. But this time we are also very, very alert. Although the machines have not worked well, we have got other measures which we are following up.
So putting it all together, Uganda is on the edge. A democratic process of choosing the country's leader has been marred by violence, fear and chaos.
Support for opposition leader Bobi Wine is a dangerous sentiment, with men being beaten and taken away. And even our filming is no longer welcome.
Pulling out of the city centre, we've been held by dozens of military officers, heavily armed, who told us we were not allowed to film, that this is not election day. We were threatened and eventually released, but it's been made very clear that they don't want the world to see what they're doing here in Kampala today.
The chaos around town is only ramping up as news spreads of votes being wrongly declared.
I have the right to speak.
And tally centers turn into battlegrounds.
We have Ugandans that have voted, and this is their right to choose a leader. So I don't know, the international community, what can they do for us? Because us Ugandans, we have tried to fight. We have come out and voted, and we have requested without violence.
This is protesting vote.
The security forces close in.
It's a protesting vote.
And they're not here for show. They take him away. Another arrest added to the hundreds.
My name is Senyondo Sulaiman. They are arresting me over process.
Held for demanding democracy.
A prominent candidate in Uganda's presidential election has allegedly been forcibly taken by the country's security forces. Bobi Wine is challenging Uebert Museveni, who's ruled the country for 40 years. Authorities report the president has so far won 75% of the votes. The election in the Central African nation has been plagued by allegations of voter suppression.
Much in the Sabagabo at the National Tally Center, where the Electoral Commission is holding that tallying of presidential elections results as they flow in. We are already beyond 50% of the polling stations, and we are still waiting for more results. Now, we are going to have a chance to talk to the police spokesperson again. We have had a number of opportunities to talk to him. Afande Kitoma Rusoke, I beg your pardon. He's already with us here. And mainly, there are allegations that the president of the NUP, their candidate as well, Honorable Robert Chagulanyi Sentamu, has been arrested and is not at his home, and everyone close to him is not allowed to access his home, his contacts, or anything like that. We have an opportunity to talk to the police spokesperson, and we'll have that cleared. Afande, good morning once again.
It is afternoon.
It is already afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Oh, good afternoon.
Yes.
We thank you so much. Okay. Now, what is the fact about this? Have you guys arrested Bobi Wine?
One of the facts is that he's not under arrest. The other fact is that whoever is peddling this allegation is a naked liar. Why? Because he is in his home. And I guess you need to give the people the extent of the naked lie they gave. One, they said that we had deployed a chopper which came, airlifted him and took him to an unknown destination. Yes. Lie. It's not true.
Is there anything that has happened that could have been misinterpreted as an arrest?
No, they are trying to be relevant. And this is not the first time that they peddle this kind of lies.
Our top story today is from Uganda. Post-poll chaos has gripped the country. Millions of Ugandans are without internet. Deadly poll violence has been reported. Meanwhile, partial results are out and President Museveni is leading, as expected. So far, he has won over 76% of the votes, while his only significant opponent, Bobi Wine, has bagged nearly 20%. And just the day after the election, Bobi Wine has reportedly been put under house arrest. He's even accused Museveni of rigging the polls.
I'm sure you journalists have already learned that the biometric machines upon which billions and billions of money were spent have failed to work. The biometric machines were apparently imported to prevent rigging, but now they have largely failed, so people are voting manually. That and many other irregularities are ongoing.
Well, the opposition has accused Museveni of brutal repression. An MP from the opposition National Unity platform has made a big claim. He said that security forces stormed his home on the day of the election and killed 10 members of his campaign team.
Right now I'm anxious because they have redeployed around home again, Nampwo said. I was very shaken personally, seeing fresh bodies. I mean, that is something that cannot easily go away.
I literally said, you can't change Museveni by votes. You will change him by prayer. The votes will reflect your prayer. So you are wasting time by calling me.
So my family, these are the developments we're actually seeing, concerning this election that has taken place in Uganda. So we have actually gathered that President Yoweri Museveni has actually won the elections, and he's getting into his 7th term, I believe. And Prophet Angel actually warned people that you shouldn't be going to the streets and doing all those things and a whole lot of stuff. You cannot remove him by vote. And he went on to give out a detailed explanation over there. So that's all that I can just share with you. I'll meet you in the next one as always with more updates concerning what is happening all over the world and what other prophetic voices are saying. Like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Now, then, one thing I saw was something to do with Uganda. When we're dealing with Uganda, we're dealing with the nation, the times, and, of course, the year ahead and the year ahead. The Lord said, I weigh the nations. I love when he says to me, I weigh the nations. He said, Uganda is before me, and I'm examining foundations, not slogans. Hear this. I'm measuring strength, not noise. Uganda, you're not a weak nation. Your systems are seasoned, your authority entrenched, and your governance not easily shaken. What stands in this land stands with history, structure, and resolve. This is not a nation that changes direction by pressure alone. You know, I wish I could tell you what the Lord is saying, but if you heard him, you might think you heard zero. In other words, no matter what you try to do, there will not be change.
Wow.
In other words, he's simply trying to say to you, this thing that is there is so strong it cannot be removed.
Yeah.
I'm trying to give it to you directly, then I explain. So those who desire change must understand the weight of this.
Wow.
I don't know if you are getting this.
We are getting it. Sir.
If the nation is to shift, it will not be by protest, not even by vote, not by provocation, but by intercession, alignment, and time. I don't know if you're getting this.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Alignment. Zero changes. So if you want to change Museveni, according to God, zero changes. If you want to change him, it's not by votes. Am I saying votes are not important? They are important. But God is saying don't focus on votes, although politics has to focus on votes. But it should be a nation that will listen to the voice of prayer, the voice of intercession.
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you.
He says, do not worry about the noise during election. I will restrain disorder.
Oh.
But I will restrain disorder by silencing certain reckless advices and cancerous. They didn't get it. They didn't get it. Some people are not getting it. It says, I will silence what? Disorder. I will preserve the state even while I confront the conscience of the people. Hear me? What am I saying? See, there is a prophetic language, then there is an explanation. Concerning the economy, says this is a measured season, not collapse, but compression. I'm pressing the nation toward productivity, discipline, and stewardship. Those who work wisely will endure. Those who waste will be exposed. So there is going to be a lot of exposures in Uganda, a lot of exposures. Listen to me. I said there's going to be a lot of exposures in Uganda. A whole lot of exposures. So choose prayer over pride, wisdom over agitation, anger, wisdom, responsibility over accusation. Says choose this. If you choose this, you will see the hand of the Lord. But if there is no choice, are you getting this?
Yes, sir.
I don't know if you understand. He says, I'm not finished with this nation. I'm weighing it. I'm refining it. And I'm keeping it standing. I don't know if you are getting this. Just as he said with the UN, says it will not lead humanity into better future. It will slow humanity from destroying itself too quickly. And history will record it like this: flawed, constrained, yet still standing when everything else failed. That is not praise. It's just realism. It's what the truth is. But it will be useless. There will not be replacement. This is not the end of the world, ladies and gentlemen. It is the end of the version of the world people assumed would continue. That's all that's going to happen. Where people look at Uganda, then they look at Kenya. And for those who are in Kenya, just copy this. It will not go the way you think.